Good morning, dear district officers, fellow Toastmasters, and extreme guests. You all welcome me to the 8th anniversary celebration of Fellow Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Mageshwaran. I will be serving a SAA for today. The mission of the Toastmaster Club is to provide a mutual and positive learning which a member are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills with a greater self-confidence and personal growth. I have a few announcements for you all. Number 1, please put your mobiles in silence. I will give you 10 seconds to do that. Number 2, please do not enter or exit the venue if someone is talking on the stage. Number 3, restrooms are located at the behind the curtain. Number 4, please stand. Without further ado, let's hand over the stage to presiding officer. Our presiding officer is an academic career guidance counselor of over the 15 years of experience. She strongly believes as the patient, natural, confident, and happiness. In Toastmasters, she has served 2 terms of vice president membership in runner-up of the humor speech contest. Currently leading our club as a president. Let's welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Abidha Shah.
Good morning, district leaders and members, and distinguished guests. It's both an honor and responsibility to welcome you all to this special occasion of Velu Toastmaster Club's 8th anniversary. What is the difference between the 7th anniversary and 8th anniversary? You may think it's a number. We Toastmasters feel proud when we say during 7th anniversary it was 205th meeting, and today on 8th anniversary we are one step away for 250th meeting. I'll round off and say it is 50 meetings. In these 50 meetings we have lot of learnings. First thing, we became early risers. On Sunday it became a routine. It's a big achievement for most of us. And we had learnings like competing with our levels, pathways, and getting towards our awards, and learning from fellow members, from our mentors. All these in these 15 meetings, we can say we have transformed individually. Do you agree with me? Yes. Think a 50 meetings can bring a lot of changes in us. What if we consistently be there in Toastmasters for a long time? Personally, I had so many changes in Toastmasters. I hope you too. And whenever we achieve something, we tend to remember people who laid the foundation. Do you know who are the backbone in laying foundation of Velu Toastmasters Club? It's 3 students. Even a word team comprises of 4 letters, but this team with 3 persons made a flawless achievement in laying the foundation. Those 3 students, they are from Vellore Institute of Technology. Steve Johnson, Jerome, and Siddharth. They are those 3 students who laid the foundation for Velu Toastmaster Club. So we are dedicating this 8th anniversary to those people who laid this foundation. Thanks to them. And now, I welcome our District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Parthasarathy PD, and Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Vinoth Kumar, Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Anirudh, and Division Director, Toastmaster Pratibha, to our 8th anniversary occasion. So now we have a lot of learnings today with insightful session from our district leaders. And moving on to the next session, we'll have induction for the new members. Those who join Toastmaster, they will have induction so that they are officially announced that they are the member of Toastmasters. Now let me call Lokesh, Toastmaster Lokesh and Toastmaster Nandhini Srinivasan to have their induction. For the benefit of guests, I am reading this. It is customary for the club president or vice president membership to induct new members. However, this important duty may be performed by any senior Toastmaster who can conduct the ceremony with style. Other participants include Vice President Education and Toastmasters assigned to serve as mentor for the new members being inducted. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct Toastmaster Lokesh and Toastmaster Nandhini, new members, into Fellow Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills, and we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow and achieve their goals. Toastmaster Lokesh, you are joining worldwide organization that had helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. As a member of Vinoth Toastmaster Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Let's have Toastmaster Lokesh as new member. He has been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club. Have you been told the Toastmaster program works and informed of many benefits they will receive as well as obligation of membership? Yes. Thank you. Now, Toastmaster Nandhini, you are joining the worldwide organization that has helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. As member of the Vinoth Toastmaster Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and joining. Have you been told how the Toastmaster program works and informed of the many benefits you will receive as well as obligations of membership? Thank you. Now we are announcing Toastmaster Lokesh and Toastmaster Nandhini as the member of Vinoth Toastmaster. With this, I officially open meeting 249. And now, I would like to pass on the stage to our lovable person in our club who have an eagle eye. Even numbers get scared in front of her. She is a fellow chartered accountant with over 12 years of experience. Beyond financial statements and boardrooms, she is a vivacious traveler and interesting writer and someone who strongly believes that action speaks louder than words. Let's welcome our MC for today, Toastmaster Monica.
Once again, a warm welcome to each and every one of you present here. I want to start this session with two questions actually. Okay, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Who started Vinoth Toastmasters Club? Did you all listen to our presiding officer? VIT students. Okay. Second one. How long did it take for those students to charter this club? Correct answers will get a gift.
3 months.
No.
More than a year.
A year. We have our current CGD and two of the best CGDs of District 120 here. Sir, will it take only 1 year to charter a club? It depends. Okay. It took 7 years for them to charter this club. They tried, they failed, they tried, they failed, but finally they chartered this club on 2nd of March 2018. Alan, Melvyn, Brutul, Steve, Sean and Siddharth are not just VIT students. They are the visionaries and dynamic leadership team who laid strong foundation on which we are standing tall and proud as Vinoth Toastmasters today. Today, it's not just 8 years. Okay, it's not just 8 years of our anniversary. It is actually celebration of 15 years of unwavering faith, determination, commitment and resilience. Let's give it up for our founders of Vinoth Toastmasters Club once again. If our founders were interested only in personal development, they would have joined some of the best Toastmasters Club online. Did they do like that? No. They took the efforts and started this club so that persons like you and me can come here and grow. You know, that is the spirit of Toastmasters. They saw us coming here even before we realized that we will become Toastmasters. Because Toastmasters is a space where we grow by lifting, empowering and creating spaces for others to grow. Don't you think that is the spirit of Toastmasters? Until you are saying yes, I am not going to say yes. Yes. Can I hear with someone loud?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. To keep our Toastmasters spirit more energetic and alive, let's hear it from our district officers now. First, I would like to invite our district director, distinguished Toastmaster Parthasarathy PD. He has been a Toastmaster since 2006. He started as Sergeant at Arms, moved on to serve other club officer roles, Area Director, Division Director, Club Growth Director and Program Quality Director. He is a certified project management professional and program manager at DXC Technology. He is a charter member of JP Chennai Chapter Toastmasters, which is the second long-standing club of our district. Presently, he is serving District 120 as District Director. Let's give it up for our District Director, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you, Monica. A very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests who are here. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not as serious as Monica sounds. Till that time, she was very happy. Whenever she was introducing me, her face changed. I don't know how many of you noticed. Okay, because you were reading it and okay, that's fine. I was wondering why is that she was smiling all along and after reading my introduction, everything changed. Well, I think she did mention, we did give due credit to our founders who were there for the beginning, or rather even before the first meeting, and then they were there till the first meeting there, and probably for a few meetings. But I think we should congratulate everybody who had an effort for the demo meet, for the first meet, until the 248th meet, whoever has been contributing. I think everybody deserves a big round of applause. So thanks to all the effort of all Toastmasters and well-wishers of Toastmasters who put in their efforts to ensure that we are still continuing with this club, because each and every effort matters. Now, not every city has its own club, and that too the club with its own name. For example, there are very few, and that becomes like an iconic one. For example, we have the Chennai Toastmasters, we have Coimbatore Toastmasters, and these clubs are not only that they are just clubs, or probably the first club, but they are also iconic, or the lighthouse clubs, which we say. So, very similarly, we look forward to Vellore Toastmasters also become an iconic one with more clubs to try. So, all well wishes for that, and please give a big round of applause for being that part of that. Okay, it's milestone time. What is there to tell on a milestone? Well, many times the question comes is, in communication, what is that one skill which is needed? What is that one skill or one thing that you have to develop to have a good communication? Before I try to answer that question, I'll ask a different question. Maybe this is an easier one. What is one skill an animal requires while it is hunting? What is one skill an animal requires while it is hunting? Focus, okay. Consistency, okay. Courage. I mean, for the animal hunting.
Yes.
Okay.
Hunger.
Hunger is a necessity, not a skill. If you ask a skill, what skill does it need?
Perseverance.
Sorry. Perseverance, okay. Talent, okay. Agility, okay. We'll take agility because that's one. An animal which is very agile, probably the fastest animal. Which is the fastest land animal, you know? Cheetah. So cheetah has the ability to run very, very fast. So anytime it wants to catch a prey, it will chase the prey. Hopefully the prey will run in a straight line. So it will be able to chase a prey at any point of time because it can run faster than any other animal on land. So that is a skill any cheetah has, so it will be able to do that. But what about a leopard? A leopard cannot run as fast as a cheetah. But still, leopard also is an animal of prey. It also needs food. It's also in the jungle. So what skill does, or what will the leopard do? The leopard has an interesting ability. It has the ability to climb trees. It can go and climb on top of a tree, and then it will wait for the right prey to pass by. So not an elephant or something, but probably something very small. It will wait for the right prey to pass by, and then it will be able to capture it. What about the tiger? What skill the tiger has?
Heights.
Yeah, it hides, so it has camouflage. It uses the skill of camouflage, hides between bushes or with its stripes. The animals cannot see that because most are color blind. So they'll be able. So the tiger will be able to focus and try and record the right time and capture its prey. Now, what about the wild dogs? Wild dogs cannot climb trees. They cannot run that fast. They have a skill called stamina. They can keep running as long as they want. So other animals of prey will be running, but they'll get tired at some point of time. But these wild dogs, they will be able to run, wait till the other animal gets tired, and then they surround and capture the prey. So each and every animal, if you look at it, they do not look at what is the skill of the other animal. They look at what is their own innate skill that they have and try to focus and use that ability to go ahead and get their prey. I think it's the same thing in communication as well. You do not have to say what other people have, but you can find out what is your innate skill. Sometimes you may be able to tell a story and then capture our attention. Sometimes you'll be able to give facts and figures like Captain Vijaykanth, and still you'll be able to make people have an impact. Or you may be able to give examples where you'll make more relevant to what people are thinking, and then you'll be able to connect with the audience. So whichever is your innate skill, you will have to develop that, and then you will have to go. And what better place than Toastmasters here, a forum where you can figure out whatever you want, use the different options, and figure out which is your best option which you need. So go ahead, try to find out your innate skill in communication, and then go on and hone on that skill. And the best part is that it doesn't end there alone. You can always get to this particular point of honing your skill and try out other options as well, and that too again in Toastmasters. You can do whatever you want, try out other options. And after doing all those things, make sure you are able to take it outside Toastmasters, because the essence of Toastmasters is not what you achieve within Toastmasters, but what you achieve out of Toastmasters that really matters. Thank you so much for having me here, and look forward to being here next time.
Now it's time for us to invite our Program Quality Director. Our Program Quality Director is a team player who consistently translates vision into results. He is the first ever trio member elected from outside Chennai. He has an engineering degree in electrical engineering, MBA in finance, MTech in manufacturing management, and a master's in data science. He is a general manager at Lawrence Knudsen Electrical and Automation, a business unit of Schneider Electric India Private Limited. He is a Toastmaster since 2008. Ever since stepping into leadership roles, he has mastered the nuances of grassroots support, bridging the gap between administrative goals and individual member growth. In his Toastmasters journey, he excelled as Stellar Area Director, Distinguished Division Director, and Smedley Distinguished Club Growth Director. Now, as the Program Quality Director of District 120, he strives to elevate educational standards and foster a culture of excellence. He works with district team to ensure high quality training, which leads to tangible member achievement across the district. Whether on factory floor or on Toastmasters stage, he leads with a heart towards a deep commitment to developing people. Let's put our hands together and welcome our Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Vinoth Kumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Okay, this good morning sounds a little dull. I will not again ask you to share good morning, because I'm again going to come back to the stage and then to share a little bit more about what I intend to share with you all. So for now, I'll keep my address very short. My sincere congratulations, compliments to each and every member of Velu Toastmaster Club. Let's give a big round of applause. for whatever you have done so far, because you might have been part of this journey anytime ever since the club was started, but today it's celebrating this 8th anniversary, and you being part of this significant moment is really great. I congratulate and give my best wishes so that you will celebrate many more milestones in the months and years to come. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Now, it's time for us to invite our club growth director. He has been an active Toastmaster for over a decade. His journey began in 2017, and before that, he has also began his journey at the Cavaliers Club for 2 years, which was the Tamil Nadu's first Gavel Club. Currently, he is a proud member of the Speak to Lead Toastmasters Club. He holds a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering and works as a software analyst at Accenture. Throughout his journey, distinguished Toastmaster Anirudh has been recognized with several accolades, including Star Area Director Award, Pathway Celebrity Award. He has served in various leadership roles at club, area, division and district levels. He has also played a significant role in organizing several conferences and events, notably serving as the registration chair for District 120 Annual Conference 2021, Hospitality Chair for the Discover 2023 and District Annual Conference and chairing multiple division conferences. Distinguished Toastmaster Anirudh is a Select Distinguished Area F2 Director and President's Distinguished Division F Director. He is currently serving as our Club Growth Director for the program year 25-26. Let's welcome our Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Anirudh.
Thank you so much, Monica. I think you can take some break for yourself. And very good morning to all the members of Vellore Toastmasters Club and all the distinguished guests.
Good morning.
Please give a big round of applause for yourself for celebrating your 8th year of anniversary. After hearing from Monica and the president, I think this year anniversary, I would say a gratitude and give back to the people who have worked hard for 7 years to bring this club. I think the success of those 7 years and the hard work and the consistent effort of those 7 years is now we are celebrating your 8th year. So I think one more big round of applause is deserved for all the founder members and the chapter member as well. This really shows that how consistency and patience is very, very important. After I heard all this story, I was sitting there and I was reflecting back. How much patience is required, because this year as a club guru director, I've seen so many situations where we go and qualify a club, but we never know if the club will come or not. At times it makes frustrated because will it come or not, right? We always think that whether it will happen or not, and we'll move on to the next stage. But this particular role have taught me in such a way that consistency and patience is very, very important in whatever you are doing, not only as a role of your district officer or your club officer, but also outside your world, even in your work life and your personal life. This is something which is very important. And again, this story reminds me back 7 years. Maybe these students would have thought, anyways, it's not going to get chartered, let's move on to go for some other business, or they would have put effort in some other places. But I'm not sure for what reason they had the determination to make this happen. And you as a member and the executive committee members are making sure that this club is thriving and will thrive for more such years, and looking forward to see 10th year or 12th year of anniversary where the Vellore Toastmasters is celebrating. And I really wish I will be there to support, and wherever these founders are here, I think they should be knowing this information, saying that Vellore Toastmasters are celebrating its 8th year anniversary. They'll be very, very happy, and they'll be the most happiest person. So thanks to the founder members, and thank you so much to all the EXCOM members. As rightly said by our district director, this is one among the club where we have in Vellore Toastmasters Club. Even though we have so many students club, but a standalone club, a unique club that is there in Vellore, and this is your home ground, this is your basement. You have way more to charter, and we have more clubs to go on. Even though how many other clubs are coming inside Vellore Toastmasters Club, but this club would always stay special, because you can always say that this is the oldest club as well, right? So, thank you so much to all the EXCOM for all the things you have been doing. You have created leaders. I could see so much of, boards and missionary boards. I was looking here. This reminds me back when we used to do 60 days, 30 days, 90 days plan for our district officer role. But I'm happy to see a club is doing a visionary board, and I hope you are following this as well. This really motivates me to go back to my home club and say that, hey, today I went to Vellore Toastmasters Club and I have learned something new on this club. So then let us also implement that. Thank you so much for that part. And as a milestone meeting and as an anniversary, I always say this: celebrate as much as milestone meeting as possible. This will really brings you back in huge energy, and this will also make sure that this reflects back the journey, how you were when you celebrated your 200th or 150th milestone meeting, and how are you now when you're 249th or you're going to celebrate your 250th milestone meeting. How was the journey of 50 meetings as an individual member and the club as a whole? How have you transformed and how have you grown together really matters. So make sure that you celebrate as much as milestone meeting, not only in Toastmasters, even though outside your world as well. And also let's make sure that you're learning in Toastmasters, don't just keep it within yourself. Implement in your work and your personal life. And also make sure that there are so many people in this world, in this Vellore especially, who doesn't know what Toastmasters is all about. Let's make sure that we spread the word of what Toastmasters, so that they will also join as a guest and they also get the value of what Toastmasters is all about, right? And as always I say, as a member of Toastmasters and the club director, I will always be there to support this club at any point of a time. And I will also looking forward to see Vellore Toastmasters Club members coming and saying to me during the time of Discover, wherever we meet, saying that, hey Anirudh, I joined the Toastmasters and now I see a growth in myself. I have joined Toastmasters, I have succeeded in my life in some other way. A small change makes a big difference, and let's make sure that we all give that back to the members. And I want to hear more such success stories from Vellore Toastmasters Club. I'm really happy to be a part of this club, looking forward to seeing more such collaborations. We have an extended team member who is here, and we have our area director who is here, and we have more champions who are here. So I think this club has created all the necessary people what Toastmasters is all about. So looking forward for more such collaboration with Vellore Toastmasters Club. Wishing you all the very best, and looking forward to celebrate this, remove this 8 and put it as 10, 12, 13 and 14. I think that's where the club will also grow and the members will also grow. Thank you so much for the opportunities. Wishing you all the best. And before I hand over back to the MC, may I now call upon our District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Partha, our Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Vinoth, our Area Director, Bharat, and our Division 8 Director, Pratibha, onto the stage, followed by all the extra members of Vellore Toastmasters Club onto the stage. So this is a procedure which we are following from last year. Wherever we are going for a milestone meeting, from Toastmasters International on behalf of District 120, we have a set of ribbons which has a new members, best role plays, best table topic, evaluator, and prepared speaker ribbons. I request the area director to hand it over to the EDSCOM members, President and the Chair.
President to stay there. Something for the president as well. This is hearing from for you. Right for the president, because in the president's term there's one milestone meeting. Next milestone meeting will be a different president. Thanks the president for your efforts. Can we have the milestone chair, please? The milestone chair? Don't have a milestone chair. Okay. So I request program quality director to pass on. Anyone can come. So well, if you have been part of the team, yeah, it will be helpful.
Could you come front? One second.
Thank you. Thank you, team. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I'll be back.
district leadership team, it would be impossible to charter a club. I'll give you a quick history tidbit of our district team which was there during the charter of our club. Do you know to which district we belonged at that time? Senior members here. We belonged to District 82. District 82 consisted of Toastmasters clubs from Sri Lanka and South Indian states. Our district director then was distinguished Toastmaster Ajantha Jayawardana. Our program quality director at that time was distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi Periasamy, who is now the international director representing Region 13. Our club group director was distinguished Toastmaster Sarmaa Mahalingam. We belong to this Division B, Area 3. Our division director at that time was distinguished Toastmaster Reena GS. Our area director was Melvyn Moncey Joseph. At this moment, as Velu Toastmasters Club, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to the district leaders who extended their support and guidance in chartering Velu Toastmasters Club. Let's give it up for them. Now, having known our history and about our founders, it's time for us to get into the very important session for today. The topic for this session is From Independence to Interdependence. To carry forward this session, I would like to invite our Program Quality Director, Toastmaster Vinoth Kumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica. Here again for the Toastmaster and back again. So to the new members or guests who have just joined recently, can I have a raise of hands? Alright. So you must have heard a lot of terms: district director, program quality director, international director. So all these words sounds fancy to you? No? You're comfortable. And how many of you, if you decided to be part of Toastmaster, would like to be called later in the future, say international director so and so, district director so and so? Anyone have this?
International champion.
International champion. Oh, that's a great aspiration. So let's give a big round. Anybody else? Especially the guests and the new members? No, we don't know what exactly it is, so I don't raise my hand. Right? That's a thought. Maybe towards the end we will see what exactly it is. Okay. Before I go ahead, I'd like to make one disclaimer. The disclaimer is there are only two people in this district 120 I fear a lot. One is our district director, distinguished Toastmaster Parthasarathy, and the second one is Monica madam. So when our president Abidha was talking, she's a scary person. I thought I was not the only person in this district, but a whole lot of people were impacted because of her influence. Good work, Monica. Thanks so much. The second thing that I wanted to share is, how many of you here aspire to be a TEDx speaker or TED speaker? Right? Okay. So I think Velu Toastmasters Club has given me this TED stage so quickly, so easily. I'm feeling the same emotion with a red carpet all around, flashlights, and people sitting there. Who's that? Choo choo choo. Okay, good. So, thank you so much for offering me this TEDx stage, and I'm really happy that I came here so quickly. In fact, to those members who are Toastmasters will be able to know and realize, acquiring a distinguished Toastmaster title is not that simple, right? It requires a lot of efforts and commitment. But being part of Chayo is a perk, right? Even you don't have to complete, still along with you are surrounded or flanked by two other distinguished Toastmasters, and actually people address you with distinguished Toastmaster. Similarly, right now, if you want to experience the TEDx stage, be part of Velu Toastmasters Club. And this is a stage that you practice, and eventually you'll be able to reach there provided you put your right investment, commitment, education into this. Okay, let's get into the session. Okay, so have you all listened to the title that was shared by the Toastmaster before introducing me? Okay, what does that come to your mind? See, this session is going to be for around 20 minutes. So I'm not the only speaker, and you are also going to talk along with me, and I'm going to learn along with you, right? So, what comes to your mind when you listen to this independence to interdependence? Any thoughts that come into your mind?
Teamwork.
Sorry?
Kind of teamwork.
Teamwork, thank you. Anything else?
Freedom struggle to daily struggle.
Thank you. So you understood the reason, right? When you were content with me, you have a reason. Thank you so much. From struggle, he's correlating with struggle. Any other thoughts, quickly? Responsibilities, okay. So today I'm going to take or adapt the structure from Stephen Covey, who's a very well-known author and a public speaker, coach, etc. He's written this book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Right? I'm a great fan of that book, and I have undergone a session in my organization. Probably that was one of the initial leadership trainings that I underwent, and thereby I love the concepts of whatever he mentioned. Okay, so he says 7 habits which are usually being followed and practiced by the most successful people. Right? Okay. So first thing that he talks is about dependence. Okay, for dependence, any people who are saying their behavior is highly dependent, he lists down few qualities, and those qualities are: I think I will not be able to do this alone. I need someone to support me. I think this is not my problem. You are someone who should have taken care of this. Have you all heard this versions from a lot of people? Correct? That is too much of dependency, and while we cannot blame that individual, it is because that mindset was formed, because that is how they were brought up. Okay, right from their childhood they were brought up with the version that they were fed with too much of dependency. While Stephen Covey is not talking so much on the dependency part, he is trying to talk about the independent part, and that's when people like us or professionals or someone who wanted to go or become individual, they will start focusing more, and that's what is called as independence. For this independence, he lists down the first 3 habits, which is being proactive. Always take control of your life. You be the owner for your life, and put first things first. That's about what are the various time management techniques that you need to follow. So there are 3 habits that he lists down, which today I'm not going to talk about the individual habits of what he's trying to say or what are the concepts that he's trying to emphasize. That's for you to go and later review this. But I'm just going to touch upon these aspects of what is independence and what is interdependence and how it is interlinked with Toastmasters. So, having our own personal goals, I strongly believe, I've largely seen members who are part of this Toastmaster community are generally part of this independent categories. Okay, knowingly or unknowingly, the skills that we acquire, the learnings that we get from here are all making us trying to be as independent as possible. Firstly, we will start setting a personal goal for ourselves. Okay, when we join, we have a mentor who guide us what is something that we need to do, what are the various aspects of the benefits or the skill sets that we will acquire. In case if you are making some mistake while coming here, while delivering, or whatever role that you are trying to prepare, we get feedback from evaluators, right? So these are areas where you could have improved, you have done better, but you can still do better if you follow these practices. So you will get a lot of guidance and inputs basis which you will try to accept and continue to course correct, and you will move on. Okay, so these are few elements of being independent person where you have a goal to acquire, and or rather you have a goal to achieve, and you will set process or you will find your own ways and means to work on. That's being independent, right? So mostly when we join, when you are trying to work or when you are trying to study, most of us learn to become independent. But now comes this part of interdependence, right? So we all heard this story, and you all might be knowing. You have seen this, how birds usually fly in the form of V shape. Do you all know this, right? There is also a scientific philosophy behind this. Okay, I'm sure this is a very common phenomenon that we have usually noticed. I would request any of the guests to share why exactly the birds always fly in a V formation.
To face the wind.
To to face the wind. Okay, any other thoughts?
To move forward.
To move forward. But why in V shape? And we do not have special classes in Toastmasters where they will be able to answer it. But just to give you an opportunity to understand from the guest on why birds fly in a V formation.
To appear larger.
To appear larger. Okay, right. Thank you.
Create a back.
I said Toastmasters. Okay. Yes, sir. Now you are listening. So I thought somebody will answer, but since you will be knowing the right answer, you can share.
I think that is it. I
Oh,
think
okay.
the wings create a backlift pressure that the birds behind can fly in an easier way with lesser effort rather than the first row.
Yes, that's a brilliant answer, and you usually answer it correctly, and that's why, without even listening to your answer, I've asked for that. Thank you so much. So the birds usually, the first bird which will fly is right. So that will take the maximum efforts of flying, and whatever the birds which is following that or behind that will be able to put less efforts and energy because the wind or the air that is being blown by the first bird, maybe I'm not using the exact physics terminology, but use the words like drift, etc. So that's what the underlying philosophy is. The bird which is in the front has to put the maximum energy facing the wind guiding, and the remaining birds at the back will naturally have to put less efforts and energy so that they as a group can flow wherever they are intending to go. And once this bird in the front becomes tired and it feels that fatigue, it has to go back, the another bird will come forward which has actually put the lesser efforts and energy, comes forward, lead the team and move forward. Right? This is what we call synergy, where people try to utilize the efforts and energy of others. Okay? So I have to give an example. Maybe I'll just remember two instances or two incidences that I noticed, or from two names that I noticed. John, Steve, Siddharth, right? So these are the three names, and probably they are not here. Is there a quick check on the time that we need to do?
15, yeah, and 10 minutes. 15 and 20.
Okay, fine. It's 10, right? Okay, great. Thanks. So, John, Steve, and one more person, Siddharth. Okay, the 3 out of 6 names that I could catch when Monica was talking, none of them are here, correct? But they did their best, and Monica has already explained in her session, in her introduction session, chartering a community club is one of the most difficult tasks. This is because gathering like-minded individuals to start this club, and then they are nowhere because okay, it might not be an intent that they don't want to continue, but they have different priorities or they might have moved elsewhere, and all this could be possible. But this club is still running and surviving because this is what the synergy that we leverage, where all this group of individuals are working together so that somebody has put their efforts and then created a club, and we are trying to take it forward and move forward. Similarly, I would also, it's not just a case with Vendor, because even in my club, my mentor, the person who introduced to me is Pawan. My mentor was Manish. And if I had to correlate or quote 5-6 names, Shankar, Manish, Shakti, Moncey, Pawan, none of them are not here in the club, right? They moved to different priorities, they moved out of it. But the person who introduced me, since 2018 I'm a Toastmaster, the benefit that I get, the learning that I get is indeed transformational. And I've been working with L&T for the last 18 years. And once I become a Toastmaster, the leadership lessons that I get through the roles that I do, I could see better results. While I was not a person who fears in public to speak, because that was my nature of my role, so I had to do this anyway. But at Toastmasters, that helped me to learn the skills better, master it better, so that I was able to influence my team to give better results. And that has also resulted in faster career growth, better promotions, and somehow there's a myth in our organization, okay? If you want, somebody is feeling stuck, they are feeling stagnated, they are not growing, anybody, the managerial advice, please join Toastmasters. Because there is a myth that exists that if you join a Toastmaster, you will naturally get promoted, you will develop the skills of being promoted. And my plant head always sits, he has this peculiar habit. Somebody comes in the front and then speak, is he a Toastmaster? Is she a Toastmaster? That's all. Because people will differentiate they don't have to be a very flamboyant speaker, they don't have to speak honestly. But our managers, our leaders, our people have seen them before, versus what transformation that they are seeing now is the various efforts that they are trying to put. So coming back to this interdependent subject, here it is about a collaborative system where we have to support each other, we have to leverage each other's knowledge, wisdom, and the learnings, the mistakes that they've committed. So these are something that will help us. And every role, every lesson will be a part that we will help to transform and improve. If I have to talk about Velu Toastmasters Club during my initial days of Toastmasters, I haven't heard of this club until one day I saw Bharat on the stage. And that was the first time I saw Bharat as a contestant in a division level stage. I fully don't remember a script that he spoke, but he spoke about a common struggle that every sibling in their home faces, especially with a younger or elder sister. I correlated a lot because I also have an elder sister and I was also equally traumatized by the siblings war that happens at home. So that I could quickly correlate, and that's how we got connected, we got to know each other. So sometimes these little things that you go, try to talk about, even your intention is different, but that's how you connect with people, you learn from each other and you grow. So this interdependent system that we have right now in Toastmasters, it is not just about what is something I get it from you, what is something I learn from you, but this interdependent system is so beautifully intertwined that I have a personal goal and you also have a personal goal. Now all of us will have to leverage each other, and that's when this platform is here. Now we have around 16 members right now here. I have interacted with them, I've seen all of them in various roles that they are doing or in various stages, various activities that they have done, and each of them come with one commitment which is very evident that they are committed to their personal growth, right? And this can be leveraged provided we take the best out of our learnings through this interdependent system. So there are a lot of avenues, lot of possibilities in Toastmasters from where we can learn, we can leverage. I'm not saying Toastmasters is the only platform, but for whatever I've seen in my 18 years of career plus 7 years of experience in Toastmaster, I feel this is one of the best platforms that I've seen where we are able to see someone growing with my learning. Okay, I was also speaking about this probably a couple of days before with someone. Naturally in our organization, right, if somebody is growing, naturally we will feel scared, correct? Saying that if at all we have to teach someone or whatever work we are doing, to teach someone, naturally this fear of job insecurity will be there, right? Probably he or she will replace my position, and this will not happen if he or she is very junior to you. Probably you and she have, or he or she has around 5-6 layers of difference, will not feel that. But if somebody is just 1 layer, 2 level below you or above you, they will always seen as a threat, correct? But this is a beautiful platform where I see people will not fear this, where they will try and share. In fact, I've seen a beautiful environment in a club where all of them are fantastic contestants on the stage. Maybe we have a guest who's an aspiring champion, and there are many aspiring champions in one club. But if you see day before the contest, they will all sit together, discuss each other, what is something you can do better, how you can better your skill, what are the key elements that you need to work on. These are things that we try to combine together, and they all know that only one of them is going to win, right? So collectively, ultimately one is going to win, but we will try and do our best of how we can contribute to each other. Okay, so this mindset is something very prevalent in Toastmasters, and that's one of the key traits that I've seen. So that's why I'm correlating. Independent is okay. I know what is to be done. I know my personal goals. I know what my aspirations are. I'll be able to create a path and then be self-sufficient on accomplishing what I want to accomplish. But it will be further leveraged. Okay, further you will be able to adapt yourself. Now remember this V form in which the birds are flying. So that's where this interdependent system that we have. Now if we take this as a club, each of us have personal priorities, challenges, we may be able to dedicate our time to the club or we may not be. if we think only in specific role I'll do my task, that is not going to help, because we all have to work together, we will all have to leverage our energies together. Okay, so this is something I would like to share with you all on what experiences that I had and how we can make the best use of it. So all that I'm requesting, in case you joined with Toastmaster with a goal, it may be 5 years back, maybe 10 years back, it's fine. But see to that, every single feedback that you receive, every single role that you play, every single script that you draft has a connection to your goal or not. It may be impractical to have one-to-one coincidence, but try and see at least there is some amount of coincidence or a connection to your goal. Okay, if not, it's high time that we have to work with this. If you have not worked with your mentor, if you have not spoken to your mentor, if you have deleted your mentor contact from your mobile phone, it's high time to go and save back. Because mentors or someone have failed the same way that you are supposed to fail, or you are going to fail, but they will help you to learn. So when there is someone who's trying to pull you into Toastmasters, they don't get any share. Okay, in MLM we used to get share, right, left, center, all possible directions. But in Toastmasters, we don't get it. But people who got exposed to MLM feel that we are also an MLM agents, but definitely not. This is definitely something that I'm very passionate about. I'm learning. And it is also possible, okay, so members here, you wanted to go and try and talk about Toastmasters to your near and dear ones. They will say, what are you doing? Why are you even coming and speaking to me? All these rejections you will face. My best friend, since 2018, I've been with him. We know each other's challenges, we know our individual situations. But he is someone whom I couldn't convince to join Toastmasters. And it's been 18 years. Only in last October I could finally accomplish to make him a Toastmaster. So, and it is 7 years of journey to convince him. And there is also one more Toastmaster, I don't want to name him. Whenever I may go and ask him, hey, please be part of this wonderful platform, I've been really benefited by the learnings that I get. What is the value? Tell me. How much fees I'm paying, what is the value? Same reaction. I couldn't speak to him, I couldn't convince him. 3 years later, he attended one online session. Somehow, I didn't even invite him for that session. He saw my flyer somewhere. He joined that session. Tell me how much is the fees I want to join. Okay, and I didn't influence him. Probably someone else in 20-minute session that he took, and he just took how to be a better or able communicator over an online. And it was completely an online session. Physically, some living being existing with that person for the last 18 years couldn't convince him, but a person over online in 20 minutes could make an impact. And today he's a contestant. Now he comes and fights. If I'm missing the slot, what is it I've done? Why I missed it? So these are transformations that you will see. So all that I'm trying to say, in case if you have a near and dear one with whom you are trying to share your benefit, they are not going to accept it, they are not going to leverage it, be patient. But you show the transformation in you. And this is a better platform or a wonderful platform that all of us are experiencing. My best wishes to you all to leverage, have your goals continuously monitored by you and get it mentored so that you will be able to accomplish your goals. If Toastmasters and your personal practice are different, definitely there are going to be conflicts. Try and see as much as possible to balance it together so that you will not feel the pressure. But I'm sure there is someone who are here, we might be one among those individuals whom our mentor or well-wisher expected us to be part of this, and after a long struggle they are here. But all that is required, they have only one intent for your growth, be committed to it. Okay, this is what I wanted to share. In case if you have any questions or thoughts that we can also share during the break, because one by letter are falling down. And I feel like there is one movie where somebody speaks, somebody plays the music, a mountain is going to melt down, right? So before all the letters fall down, I'll go to my seat. But if there are any questions, any thoughts that you have, I would like to address, otherwise I will hand it over back. The red card has already been shown. Any questions, any thoughts? We know you spoke for 20 minutes, I didn't understand a bit of it. I'm perfectly fine. We can still discuss during the break. I'm happy to repeat all this I said, but not for 20 minutes. Just for 5 minutes I'll be able to explain. Any questions, any thoughts? Monica, madam.
In your organization, you said if somebody speaks so well, you said it's a myth.
Huh.
I think it's a fact.
No. Maybe I'll repeat what I mentioned. If somebody is speaking well, it's a myth for me. Somebody will not speak well. That's generally a myth.
Okay.
And when they come and speak, people believe, oh, it's this transformation because of Toastmasters. That's what I maybe might be a slip of a tongue. I'm not sure if I've intended it right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for pointing this out. Anybody else or anyone else? Yes, ma'am.
If you want to mention your Toastmaster journey in one word, what would that be?
It's transformation. I always quote, there is something called as art of living, right? I always quote and I always continuously tell everyone, Toastmasters art of behavioral transformation. Yes, ma'am.
This question on behalf of guests. What if I don't have English fluency? I struggle, even in a sentence, I struggle with 2 English words. Is Toastmasters a better platform for me?
Yes, indeed a better platform. Only one correction or a correlation that we need to make is, we will not be able to correct our language overnight, and this is not a platform where you will be taught the basics of grammar. So that's one difference that we need to make. Many times whenever I bring people to Toastmasters, and if they have the same challenge, I will ask them to go and refer classes where they can go and correct the fundamentals of grammar. In our childhood, we may have to spend a lot of time, energy, efforts or years to understand grammar. But now, although with so much of years of knowledge on this language, only basic grammatical lessons, if we learn, earlier when we learned, we did not have the fundamentals. But now with this experience and whatever or application of this language, if we understand the fundamentals of grammar, we'll be able to speak better. So in that case, it is definitely a platform. We have seen transformative versions of a lot of people, and I have one in my club, because I must say, when a member was here, I had my own judgment. While I speak a lot on this, I had this judgment that will he be able to make it? And will he be able to I will not say compete, will he be able to handle the peer pressures that we'll have, especially with his understanding of language. But the transformation that we have in 4 or 5 months, the one flawless introduction that we gave for table topics, we really felt so astonished that with proper mentoring, practice and guidance, he'll be able to transform themselves. So that guarantee we can give on the guidance, the patience that we are supposed to have to teach such people, it is definitely possible. Only English as a language, as a grammar, will not be able to dedicate time, for which we are always have other platforms to learn.
So you've been speaking for almost 15 minutes right now without any material support.
Yes, sir.
How is it possible? And it's very difficult without any materialistic support, speaking so fluently in front of the audience. At initial days, you would have found it very difficult, and your flow is excellent. How is it possible?
Thank you, sir. Thanks to Monica, who didn't support me with the presentation today. This is the first thing I asked her in the morning. But if you ask me, I have this confidence. There is one project called Prepare to Speak Professionally, where I had to speak without a presentation. I have done it a couple of times in my college. And since this is a Toastmaster platform, even at this experience or at this role that I am holding, even at the risk of might be not be able to engage members properly, still Velu Toastmasters Club gave me the confidence that I'll be able to take up this stage. If the presentation there I would have put, but probably would have read and you would not have listened to me. But again I said this is TEDx platform for me, where you have given me additional confidence that I will still be able to go to that stage. Thank you. Thanks for that compliment. Yes, sir. Maybe one last question. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
as you said, Toastmaster is not a platform where you learn grammar. I completely agree with you, sir. But it is also a place where you can learn grammar. How? It's not a $1 billion question, it's very easy. See, I studied in an Anglican high school and my language proficiency is very good. And in Vellore, when I came, people know and admire me for my English language and my vocabulary. And I was general manager of 7 automobile companies where I met many people. And so when I joined Toastmasters, and I was finding this problem. So I thought it's right to be mentors write, also to teach him not only the mistakes, but also teach him the grammar, which is the fundamental need for speaking English. Toastmaster teaches you reading, writing, listening, speaking skills, but not grammar. But the beginners can use the seniors, the knowledgeable people, to teach them grammar instead of even going outside and learning. There is an opportunity, and I have done to so many people, and I have been successful, and many people have come out successful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right. So if there are no questions, there are still 2 more letters going forward. I'll hand it over back to the MC.
Now I would like to call our area director, Toastmaster Bharat Mandagopal, and our club president, Toastmaster Abidha. Please go. Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat and Toastmaster Abidha. Sir, apart from this compliment, you would be receiving many resumes from our club. So we have very good communicators and speakers here. I think I need to speak with our president for some time because she said I was carried. I need to have a check with her. So let's all take 10 minutes of break and resume back. Thank you.